Oh well, check down here at the station again and it's buzzing. And there's a railway refreshment room, unbelievably, it's reopened here. It's a snack bar with tables and chairs and everything out the front. And the train's in the platform and won't be board yet, but won't be too long before it does. Just leaving Longreach, and this is a turning triangle over there in the distance and the yard we're going through. And we come past the Qantas Museum in a few minutes. A couple of minutes time. So we're approaching the airport. Now here's the Qantas Founders Museum, right past it. Is it there? There we'll see the 747, 707. There we go. It's pretty impressive, huh? Really good. Very fortunately, so far so good. We're early and it's bright and sunny, and I'm effectively trespassing, but I'm getting a movie here. The train's sitting in Coyle, and I only came up yesterday. It was freezing cold on the way out, but right now it's warming up to a nice sunny day. There's the windmill. It's a water pump. Invented in Australia actually, and found quite commonly in the United States from the old Wild West days. You'll see them on the movies. And if we have a bit of a look here, this is the main street here. Coyle, as I said yesterday, I came and took a shot or two, but it was cold. Now it's a lovely sunny day. And it's worthwhile visiting this town actually. There's a Shakespeare Hotel. I was joking yesterday, he's not home at the moment. Artesian, that'd be, in the Railway Hotel. Tree of Knowledge and the railway station. Lovely.
But it needs a shop.
Fantastic. Great stuff. Lovely, thank you.
No worries.
Oh, you'll be on YouTube.
This is why I didn't sing it as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
What have you got now? Pizza.
Oh, what? Isn't the train good enough there?
It's delivered.
Wow.
I had to accept
Well, that was easier than the musical fence anyway.
Yes. Oh well. Approaching Alpha. Lounge car, of course. So a little bit of a sneak look around. Yeah. we are at Alpha. And there's my mate John Boyle. He's travelling economy, as I said earlier, back to going as far as Rocky, and he's having a week. Anyway, we can walk through. There's a little lounge, and you can walk through into the main lounge and dining and sleeping cars and so on, which is good. So it's not locked right up. This is the main street. It's only a small town. I couldn't guess the exact population. A few hundred, I think. Hotel, Motel Alpha, and there's Criterion Hotel. You could stay there, I suppose, if you wanted to. A lot of caravanners, and like around. That's the road there, leading towards Longreach. And here we are. There's the train in the background. So I'll just grab a shot here and there and jump back on the train. Anyway, I've jumped into this little economy class lounge and little sleeper. It's got 4 roomettes. They're at economy class fares. And John Boyle and the other gentleman there. And you look through and you can see there's an economy class. This was converted. This is madness, the whole thing, but QR converted it and ruined Westlander and Inlander by making these for the crew and the sleepers at the time, and no passengers could have a sleeper. They could only have a seat. Anyway, I'm going to walk back through there in a moment and get into the first class.
All the seats on that.
There's a few cattle around here, but a lot of cattle are gone because there's been a drought and they've sold them off. Didn't see one sheep along the way either, so and even kangaroos were not very frequent. Never saw an emu so far anyway. Sort of heading towards the Drummond Range. And I think later on there might be a bit of rain. See the build up of the clouds here. It's not going to affect us, of course, but I hope anyway. Not unless you get severe. Anyway, interesting trip. As you can hear, it's still on the short lengths of rail. And we don't get down to better quality track until we get to Emerald. I can see the mountains in the background here, incidentally. Obviously a little bit of water lying around the track, so that's about quite a shower of rain, a very heavy shower of rain through this area. In the Drummond Ranges. We just passed the road through there. We're away from the road quite a bit. I saw one there. It's about 4:30 p.m. Again, I see the road. Shale there, I think. Look at that, it's just heaps of crashed. There goes the train, by the way, around the curve. Look at that. So a sharp curve, we're right up towards the front of the train, yet you can see it going around the curve. And the sun's coming over the hill. This is what's left. It's Bogan Tungan. There we are, that's the station name board. How about that? There's the station, guys. Amazing. And a person could get on this train. It just stopped there for quite some time. And it used to be very important at one time. May have 4 or 5 houses and a hotel there now. It was a refreshment stop. They'd have breakfast here or lunch, whatever it was. Train would pull in here and have a refreshment room. So that was quite amazing. I just came out in the passageway after sitting there for some time. I wondered if I could see that station, and I did. Hardly to call it a village anymore. There's the road coming into town. Look at that. Alpha. The road goes to Anarchy. There you go. It's in between Alpha and Anarchy. Not really on the main road, just a little road into Bogan Tungan. Not much water in the creek. A little tiny bit of water in the creek. And here's a little view, and the road's sort of over in there. There we go. Makes you wonder whether anyone would ever come out here and actually go to Buggentunga as a destination. Well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and we're several hours late, and we're stuck here at Gladstone. It's raining. You say there's water on the track. Northbound Spirit of Queensland was cancelled at Maryborough. People put on buses to Rockhampton and then sent by a second set that came down from Cairns and would turn around at Rockhampton and take people back to Cairns. I don't dare get out, but we're looking along the platform, and no one knows whether we're going to be bussed, I hope not, in other words, or whether we're going to sit here and wait for the track machine to go down and make a determination whether we can go through or not. Well, we're in the lounge having a cup of coffee. This is my cappuccino. And it's nearly 25 past 6 in the morning. And on the 3rd, actually, of October 2017. Everyone's waiting for news as to whether they're running the trains through. The electrics, the tilt, in other words, will be cancelled. The power blown out at Bundaberg. Oh, well over 2 hours, mate. Yeah, well over. Way over 2 hours. Yeah. 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 That's. Yeah, well, they might even accommodate you and put you on the train in the morning. That's the thing. Yeah, anyway, guys, we'll be back with that. The drama goes on. Well, we're sitting here and we've been assured that we can leave the train at Gladstone. It's 8:15. There's a little bit of sunshine, a tiny bit of sunshine, and there's a little bit of rain at the same time, guys. So I'll get a couple of shots here, which I am right in the midst of doing, and there's myself taking a movie, and here's the train. Now this is a classic, you might say. Anything's possible. They can't get the train into Brisbane and back again on a timetable even if they wanted to. I guess the way I look at this is kind of philosophical. I've got the looking towards the rear of the train, and they've got the lounge car and the dining car, and I'm about to get back on board because in about 7 minutes time actually there's the second sitting for breakfast, and no one would have dreamt this would happen. Still drizzling here, but we don't know, haven't been told. Just want to get my breakfast done. I'd really like to go by train into Brisbane, but the way things are going, we'd probably be 6 hours late. Just a quick update, we're still sitting here at 9:15 to Gladstone. Goodness knows if we're going to get moving. I just had breakfast, and I'll give you a little report along the way. Well, it's about 5 to 10. We're well out of Gladstone now, but moving along nicely, and we're told that the train will run all the way to Brisbane. So 6.5 hours late at the moment. Oh, it's been announced that we're about to arrive in Bundaberg. It's 20 to 12. See if I can grab a little bit. Crossing the Burnett River very, very shortly. And it seems to find up a little bit. Fairly overcast. And of course they've announced that only those who are getting off at Bundaberg are to get off the train. We're actually we're running down the street here at North Bundaberg. Many people are not aware that we're doing that right now if they're not looking carefully. They do it very, well, it's very, very well known, I'll put it that way. At Rockhampton they go along Denison Street. Yeah, we're just coming off the street and coming around to go over the Burnett River. There we go, we're just going to cross that river at any moment now. It's like a couple of people fishing out there. Yeah. And parts of Bundaberg were flooded yesterday, apparently. Well, after quite a delay in Bundaberg, we're on our way. By the way, if you're seeing unnecessary amounts of vibration, it's not me. The stabiliser amenity or facility, or what you like to call it, on the camera is not good at times. They usually have tilt trains, that kind of thing, or whatever, something in the or a suburban train in this little yard here, but I think everything's been cancelled pretty much. I assume they're running a lot of buses today. We'll get the full story next month's Railway Digest, no doubt. like the Bundaberg Showgrounds over there. Here we are. Bailey Gate, it says. An interesting looking gate because all around it was no fence, nothing, just a wall and a gate. You could walk around it. Bundaberg's a big place, by the way. I was surprised by how large it is. I understand it's somewhere in the vicinity of up to 80,000 people living here. It's quite a lot. Anyway, I'll grab a couple of shots along the way. And there's a fair bit of water laying around. I've been said they had like 300 mils. You know. They had all of October's rain in the first 2 days. As you can see, a little bit of water laying around here. Like little lakes. Still, we're getting up a reasonable pace at the moment. We've got a freight, I think. Here we go. Mixed traffic, let's say. Containers and flats and tango car type things there. I don't know what they are really. Probably sulfuric acid or something. Yeah. Field's almost waterlogged along the way. This is a very, very well known area for sugarcane, by the way. go. We got they're bringing in the afternoon tea. It's like a nibbles there and cocktails and so on. They're all just laid on to this very late running service, but they're capping it off nicely, you might say. And what would compliment the crew on this. Just left Nambour. The next stop, I guess, would be Caboolture. That's an ice set coming in, and we've just arrived, by the way. I've just arrived in Brisbane off the Spirit of the Outback. We obviously have an ice set going to, I would guess, Gympie North. And we look across and we see the train that I've just come off. And Gympie North, it says. So I got about 10 minutes or so and I'll get my train to Bundamba, and the epic journey out to Longreach and back to Brisbane is really over. And we came in around about 5:30. We're about 5.5 hours late. But anyway, most enjoyable, and the staff in particular performed very, very well. Beyond their call of duty, shall we say. Did a great job, had good meals, and an excellent trip overall, other than a little bit of late running. Quick final look at the train sitting in platform 10, and then I can swing around and get this Gympie train departing, and that'll be the end of the movie for today. So thank you for viewing. Quick final note though, that this ice set, which is about due to depart in another minute I think, is in fact going to be up for sale fairly soon. And they used to operate from Brisbane up to Rockhampton. It's about ready to depart, as I said. Might as well catch that. Don't want to delay it too long on this movie, but it'll be away very, very shortly. There's 1980s type cars. This is quite a nice little train actually. I don't make it too long, guys. There we go. Well, I guess this train will be running in Thailand or Africa or somewhere one of these days. There we go.